Live, no wait, weather and traffic on CW 39 Houston.
All right, hopefully you're still feeling the afterglow of the love of yesterday, or maybe there was no glow at all.
Well, I was going to say, well, how'd your night go? Sounds pretty good.
It was just like, yeah, I saw that. It's just a tease.
Just a Tuesday.
Yeah, just a Tuesday. I mean, yesterday was good. We had our Galentine's luncheon with a lot of the girls. It was great.
That was fun.
A lot of fun for all of us who are single, but my stomach hurts because of other stuff I probably ate throughout the day.
Well, yesterday you said your favorite candy was like chocolate and gummy bears.
I had one
at
of
the
them.
same time sometimes.
Yeah, I
It
just
feels
had
like a
the
stomach ache waiting to
Yeah, I went. Okay, I'm full disclosure. I went to Buc-ee's. I got some
right.
gummy bears from Buc-ee's, and I was like, I had to get them for myself. It was good, but I ate all of them.
Okay, no beaver nuggets though?
No.
Okay.
No, just the
gummies.
Yeah, Buc-ee's gummy bears.
Okay.
Now I'm feeling it.
Our Valentine's Day was fun though. If it
Yeah, it
was
was.
like happened to be at the restaurant, we got a little rowdy. We had a big group.
The guys next to us are like busting out laughing at some of the
That's
stuff.
how we're loud. I can hear just boisterous girls here at 39.
And Seth, we never really put together the
red beer?
The Valmentines Day.
The Bromentines?
yeah,
No.
whatever.
We got another year. We'll think about it. We got a year to plan.
Y'all have significant others. You had other things on your mind.
true.
We were busy.
You need to plan for them, so that was good. All right. Well, we've got a plan for traffic because there's a couple of issues on the road.
Yeah, we do have a couple. I think it's exactly a couple, too. One of them along the East Tex and the other one on the South Loop. So two highly traveled areas in town this morning. So they're definitely causing some impacts.
All right. And what about the weather?
Something to watch this morning will be fog, and I don't think it's going to be a big issue for a lot of Houston, but closer to the bay, closer to the coast, that's where some of that dense fog could occur. We have an advisory out because of that from the National Weather Service. That's in effect for 4 more hours until 10 a.m. So we'll watch for that, and oftentimes when we get fog, even if you don't have it in your area, it might be a little misty or drizzly, so that could be a situation here this morning as well. It's certainly just warm and damp out there. Some showers and a few thunderstorms will be possible, more so by mid to late morning and from there through mid to late afternoon. I'd say between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. will be our best rain odds throughout the day today. And even that's not a real high chance, but we'll watch for some rain. Also, our temperature is warm. We're in the 60s now. We're going to top out towards the upper 70s this afternoon. Quite a bit colder tomorrow. We've got a front coming in tomorrow morning. We'll outline that for you coming up in a few minutes. Kerrigan.
I-69 East Tex at Franklin. You have a 3-vehicle involved crash impacting your southbound lane. So this is going to be impacting you if you're traveling into downtown Houston, taking the East Tex here this morning. Your left shoulder, left lane, and 2 of your center lanes are now currently closed. This has been ongoing for about 17 minutes now. So add in some extra time if this is where your morning drive takes you.
All right, now to this developing story. It's breaking for us. Houston Police Department responding to a suspect armed with a pistol and a rifle. He's barricaded himself near Highway 90 and the 59 feeder road. It started at 2 this morning. That's when police attempted a traffic stop and the pursuit ensued. The pursuit lasted for about 20 minutes before a pit stop maneuver was initiated, then a shootout with officers and the suspect. At this time, the suspect is reportedly still barricaded inside that vehicle, and SWAT has taken over the scene. We will continue to give you information as the story develops.
A man's dead after he got thrown out of his car during a wreck in North Houston. Police had to close off Aldine Westfield Road for a while around 8:45 last night to investigate the crash. Investigators say a car flipped. The driver was not likely wearing a seatbelt and he was tossed out. So far, they don't know what caused the wreck.
Tragic story this morning to also tell you about a family. Man is dead after being hit by a car in North Houston. It happened around 9 last night on the North Freeway in Remington Valley. That's where the man and his family had stopped to help another family member with their broken down vehicle. That man walked across the freeway to get gas, and on his way back, he was hit by a female driver. A deputy that was also on the scene actually ran across the street to give that man aid and tried to attempt CPR, but sadly he passed away at the scene. He leaves behind a wife who witnessed the entire incident and 6 kids.
This morning, we're getting to see a surveillance camera picture of a car that was involved in a deadly shooting. Houston police say 2 men pulled a woman out of her car, this white 2020 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, just before 8 yesterday morning in the 800 block of Yorkchester Drive in East Houston. They also shot that woman and hit her with her car as they drove off in it. If you have any information that can help police catch her killers, call Houston Police or Crime Stoppers. If you don't want to give your name, investigators are still trying to figure out the victim's name.
A Houston man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison and fined $10,000 for shooting an innocent shopper in the parking lot of a Kroger. 37-year-old Kendrick Green was convicted of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The shooting took place back in August in Jersey Village. Police say Green and his girlfriend got into some type of fight and she asked to be dropped off. He stopped in that Kroger parking lot and pulled out a gun, and that's when she ran inside. It's also when witnesses say he began screaming at the customers and shot one of them at least 5 times. And amazingly, that victim is okay.
A Texas couple now faces charges for supposedly selling pills laced with fentanyl to kids, several of whom overdosed and died. The U.S. Department of Justice says 21-year-old Luis Eduardo Navarrete and 29-year-old Magale Mejia Cano sold fake Percocet and OxyContin pills to high school drug dealers that were laced with fentanyl out of their home in Carrollton up near Dallas. 10 kids overdosed over a 6-month period, one of them just 13 years old. Navarrete and Cano could get up to 20 years in prison if they're convicted.
Well, now to this. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has sent a letter to the CEO of Yelp, condemning the company's efforts of what he calls discriminating against crisis pregnancy centers. Paxton previously sent a letter to the CEO of Alphabet Inc. urging the company not to discriminate against crisis pregnancy centers in Google search results and online advertising. Last year, Yelp announced that it would not only issue consumer notices on the business pages of crisis pregnancy centers, but it would recategorize the pages altogether in a way Paxton claims could potentially mislead and limit women and families seeking to find the centers and obtain their services. But according to Yelp, the notices are in an effort to fight misinformation from these nonprofit centers, which they consider misleading young women.
Paxton's also fighting with the Environmental Protection Agency. The EPA says that our state is not complying with federal air quality standards. Now, under the Clean Air Act, states have to try to keep significant amounts of pollution emissions from affecting other states downwind. Every state has to send in a plan showing how they're doing that, but the EPA didn't approve Texas's plan. Paxton is suing President Biden's administration about that.
Also this week, the Attorney General has been busy. He's been sending more letters to Walgreens and CVS. Paxton is admonishing the drugstore giants for their decision to seek approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to use the mail services to sell abortion pills. CVS and Walgreens have requested that they be allowed to mail abortion pills to patients. The Biden administration has already expressed support for this move, which would make the pill more readily available to all women around the country. But Paxton claims mailing pills is at odds with federal laws. Paxton says in a press release that the pill is dangerous and manipulative. But the FDA does not support that claim, that is why the pill was approved for use for more than 2 decades.
Well, following that deadly mass shooting at Michigan State University, some lawmakers here in our state say there's time to do more to prevent these kinds of tragedies. And
as part of his Uvalde-related legislative initiative, State Senator Roland Gutierrez is rolling out bills that actually would change Texas gun laws. Our Capitol correspondent Monica Madden has more.
It's very hard to be here nearly 5 years later.
Nearly 5 years after the Santa Fe, Texas school shooting, and on the 5th anniversary of the Parkland, Florida school shooting.
We still await justice. Santa Fe still awaits justice. Parkland still awaits justice.
Painful anniversaries for the families of the victims.
They promised us Uvalde would not happen. They said they had fixed the problems. And when Uvalde happened, it broke us.
Reigniting their calls for change in hopes other families don't have to experience their pain.
No one is immune to a bullet. Nobody should endure the life-altering grief of losing a family member to gun violence.
It's why Senator Roland Gutierrez and other Democrats say it's time to change Texas's gun laws.
It's important that the Republicans in this building understand that we have to do something to make it harder for this to happen.
But what they call common sense is up for debate by many Republicans.
We'll have a robust discussion on the intersection between safety and dialing back Second Amendment rights. Just want to make sure that we don't dial back the rights of everyday Texans.
Families hoping lawmakers do something to ensure others in the years to come don't have to know their pain.
And it's just ridiculous to me that I'm standing here yet again asking for your help to save the next kid's life because you can't save mine.
Monica Madden reporting. Gutierrez and other lawmakers have introduced several other Uvalde-related bills that you can read about on our website, which is CW39.com. Now an update on the conditions outside, and it feels so muggy out there. It's like I feel already what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a spring morning, really. We've got that fog, some mist, some drizzle in some spots as well. Definitely a lot of cloud cover. That'll be with us all day. But as we continue through the day, we'll start to see some of our really spotty light rain turn to maybe a few isolated showers or storms. I think that'll be the case around midday through the afternoon. We're not seeing a whole lot depicted here on Futurecast, but it is possible there's a setup where there could be a couple storms popping up. Otherwise, though, just a really warm day. Temperatures today go up into the upper 70s. Here's our next big change. We have a front coming in early tomorrow morning, and right out ahead of it, which will be during the very early morning hours, about 4 a.m. You can see a pretty good round of rain, at least pretty good coverage of the rain across our area. That'll be the case up until about the point the front comes through, which might be right around sunrise or so. This is a look at 7 a.m. Once that front goes by, most of the rain exits with it. But we'll keep the clouds tomorrow, along with breezy winds out of the north and temperatures falling as soon as that front comes through. First, let's look at the winds, and I'll show you the temperatures. So today we have a pretty good breeze out of the south, but tomorrow, notice that front coming in, and then gusts are getting up in some spots, maybe over 30 miles per hour. Those winds coming in from the north, so you know some cooler air is coming behind it. This is what the afternoon temperatures look like today. As we go into tomorrow morning, just ahead of the front, it's still going to be really warm. That'll be the warmest part of our day. Look at the numbers drop as we continue through Thursday, and by the afternoon, this is 4 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be about 25 degrees colder than what we're going to see this afternoon. So that's going to be a big drop right there. And then, of course, it keeps getting colder as we head to the nighttime. That'll bring us down to 35 by Friday morning. So just recapping again, warm today, a few showers and storms here and there, likely rain late overnight, not much during the day on Thursday, but there's those falling temperatures. So we have a few cool days. That'll be the case through Saturday. We get into Sunday, and it's another turnaround with the temperatures. We start warming right back up. We're over 70 on Sunday with some 80s coming our way next week. Kerrigan.
Multiple accidents to track here this morning in the McCarran Law Firm Traffic Center. We're going to start things off along LaPorte Freeway, where we have multiple cars that are getting backed up on the back end of an accident, picking up on these slower speeds. The accident just got confirmed. SH 225 eastbound at Ritchie Street. Heavy truck involved in this one. Your right shoulder, right lane, and entrance ramp closed down 11 miles per hour as you are traveling eastbound. We also have 2 lanes blocked and your left-hand shoulder blocked on I-45 northbound, and this one is going to be along the Gulf Freeway as you're approaching the South Loop. Your left shoulder, your left lane, and your center lane are closed because of that 3-vehicle involved crash. Now back to the one I brought to you at the top of the show. 3 lanes are still currently blocked along the East Tex southbound at Franklin Street. 2 of your center lanes are involved with that as well. It does look like they actually have just cleared the scene. You can see the emergency crews off in the distance now, so that is good news. We'll be seeing some improving conditions along the East Tex coming up in the next 10 minutes. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.
No matter what you're looking for, Antenna TV has something for everyone.
Hey class, this is Lily.
When you see things differently, you can be the difference.
Welcome.
Capella University looks at education differently. Our FlexPath learning format helps you control the pace and cost of your master's degree. Make your difference with Capella University.
Do you want to sell your house or land fast with no hassle, quick closing, and a cash offer? Then J.G. Hollins is the cash closing expert for you. Over 20 years experience buying Houston homes and land, J.G. Hollins Investments will get you the cash you need fast. Sell in any condition for any reason. J.G. Hollins knows how to get it done fast. Call about our 72-hour fast cash customer closing.
Call us today, we'll buy your property with J.G. Hollins quick cash. You're never alone.
to the tooth grinders, the ice chewers, and the bottle openers. You are welcome here. At Jefferson Dental and Orthodontics, we get it. Life happens, and your teeth take a beating. We're here to meet you where you are, which means creating payment plans that work with your budget, whether you're insured or not. At Jefferson Dental and Orthodontics, all smiles are welcome here, not just the perfect ones. Call 800-449-5058.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Sharing our stories and remembering our history. Together we honor this time by sharing our successes and achievements. Watch Honoring Black History, Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Presented by these fine sponsors. Pedal for a Cause. It's the 27th annual Periwinkle Cycle Competition, Saturday, March 4th at the Houstonian Club. This event raises funds for children and teens impacted by cancer and other life-threatening illnesses. Register or learn more at periwinklefoundation.org.
For the news at 9, watch CW39, the local coverage you've always trusted.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW 39 every night.
Welcome back, everyone. If you missed the news last night, here are a few stories we brought to you at 9 p.m. The search is on for the person who shot an armored car security guard at Willowbrook Mall yesterday afternoon. It happened in the parking lot near the Forever 21 store. That guard is expected to be okay. Police say one suspect escaped with cash. A former Bel Air High School student got into the campus with a gun. An internal memo obtained by our news partner says it happened towards the end of the school day Monday. The memo says the former student was able to get into the building because he forcefully entered on the heels of another student. Only days after Dr. Ruth Simmons announced she was leaving Prairie View A&M University early, we've now learned she's joining Rice University as a President's Distinguished Fellow. Last week, Simmons announced plans to step down from her position at Prairie View at the end of this month. Remember, join us for more news at 9 p.m. every night right here on CW 39. So I don't know if I need my umbrella, my shorts, my pants, my sweater. There's so much going on today.
Yeah, well, warm today, cold tomorrow, so we can kind of sort out the clothes there. But yeah, an umbrella wouldn't be a bad idea today. We do have some spotty showers and storms that'll take shape. It's a little drizzly in some spots and a little foggy in some spots this morning. But mainly I'd say from late morning through about mid to late afternoon is when, if we see some rain, that's when most of it's going to occur. Winds out of the south today. We've got that warm feel, muggy as well. Tomorrow the winds turn around, come in pretty breezy out of the north, and it has to do with this system passing by us. So like we almost always see ahead of these, we get warm and humid weather. We've got a lot of cloud cover, but not much rain showing up right now on radar. That'll start to change later today. As this system progresses past our area later today, we see a pretty good setup for severe storms much farther northeast of us. So parts of east and north Texas, but especially right here in this brown zone is where some tornadoes could form around parts of Arkansas into Memphis, Tennessee. Coming in a little closer, you can see how the lowest level 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms is kind of close to us. So there may be a close call with some brief strong storms, but by far it's areas much farther northeast of here where the odds for severe weather are better. And then as we go into tomorrow, we see a pretty high risk for some severe storms as this all moves east of the Mississippi River Valley. So today, a couple showers and storms in the mix. We go through the overnight hours. We're going to see rain on the increase during the late night, early morning tomorrow. And then once this front passes by, and notice the time, that's 7 a.m. tomorrow. Once the front goes by, rain exits with it, but it gets cool and breezy throughout the day. And there you see all those storms heading into the eastern U.S. Look at what our afternoon temperatures will be like. Big temperature swings coming up. Today, we're going to top out near 80. Tomorrow afternoon, we're in the 50s as that front cools us throughout the day. So we have a few days here in the 50s. Sunday we warm up, and then we keep warming back to some 80s next week. And it looks like just about all of next week will likely be warmer than normal here across our area and much of the eastern U.S. So today it's warm, tomorrow it's cool. We have a couple of cool days coming up. Once we get past Thursday, rain out of the forecast for a while, so at least we have a dry weekend ahead. And overall, I'd say some nice weather. Yes, it is a little cool on Saturday with some 50s. Sunday will warm up to about 72. President's Day, I think a lot of kids, I know my kids anyways, have the day off of school there, and it's going to be a warm one with a high near 80 degrees. Kerrigan?
You're traveling eastbound along SH-225. LaPorte at Ritchie is moving very slow. We have this view from our Houston TransStar camera showing that there is a heavy truck involved in a crash, closing down your entire entrance ramp as well as your right shoulder and your right lane. So with this section of the roadway being closed, we're seeing an extent of red on the backside here on our traffic map, pointing out exactly where this is for you guys. Go ahead and get off of the freeway if you can, just before reaching this, and then reapproach after getting to Pasadena Boulevard. Otherwise, you will not be able to get onto the roadway before then, just because of that entrance ramp being closed. So Pasadena Boulevard is what you need to look for an alternate route. 2 lanes are also currently blocked, and your left-hand shoulder is blocked because of a crash along 45 at the Gulf Freeway northbound at exit 41. This one's still ongoing as of 6:20 a.m. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait weather and traffic.
The Houston Humane Society is hosting an event today where you can get your male cats fixed for free. It's part of the Fix Felix event, which will try to reduce the overpopulation of stray cats. That nonprofit group says the stray cat population in our country could increase by over 11 million by the year 2031. Today's event runs from 7 this morning until 5 this afternoon at the Houston Humane Society at 14700 Alameda Road. The first 1,500 male cats that are brought in will be neutered for free. You'll have to show a current rabies certificate or get your cat vaccinated there at the clinic for rabies before they can get fixed. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait weather and traffic. We'll be right back.
What do you say, Jimmy? You ready to have some fun? You know it, girl. What do you say, Calvin? You ready to have some fun, too?
I gotta load the bags, Dave.
The Neighborhood, today at 4 and 4:30 on CW39 Houston.
I came here to find love, but instead, I found a best friend. Senor Snuffles, you stole my sock, and now you've stolen my heart. Will you accept this milk bone as a symbol of my love?
Oh, dog. Does your vitamin C last 24 hours? Only Nature's Bounty does. With Immune 24-Hour Plus, you get longer-lasting vitamin C, plus herbal and other immune superstars. Get more with Nature's Bounty.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, it's easy. Go to forthepeople.com and go to verdicts and settlements to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Car and rideshare accidents are on the rise. Walker Texas Lawyer is here to help. Walker Texas Lawyer has settled over 25,000 cases, bringing clients relief. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now. We will fight for your hospitalization and financial compensation.
At Amtex Insurance, we understand the importance of quality auto coverage, and we're here when you need us the most. Call us now for your low-cost quote or visit one of our convenient locations and get covered today. Amtex Insurance, for you and your family.
Attention Houston. Looking to make great money? The CW39 sales team is now hiring advertising professionals. We're looking for people who have at least 1 to 3 years experience in commission sales. To apply, please send your resume to jobs@cw39.com. In-depth knowledge of advertising is preferred. Qualified applicants will be contacted within 24 hours for an interview. We're ready to make you part of our team, so apply now.
Life is expensive. So why is Omar snoozing like a baby? Because he made the smart choice to shop with IKEA. With new benefits for IKEA family members, including 5% off all eligible purchases in store. Every visit, every day. IKEA.
Feeding your dog nutritious whole health blend with fish oil, lean proteins, and whole grains helps support their mind, body, and energy.
Outside.
By giving them everything they need.
Pet me, pet me.
Well, almost. Good boy.
Weekdays on CW39 Houston. Reality served hot.
Oh, liar! Get the hell off my stage!
Weekdays at 2 on CW39 Houston.
Welcome back, everyone. It's now 6:24. We now know the names of the students who died in the mass shooting at Michigan State University.
Well, Corey Scribner lets us know who these young people are.
Ariel Anderson, Brian Fraser, and Alexandria Werner, all MSU students, all whose lives were taken last night on campus.
I come here every day, I go to classes. The places that everything happened are the places I find comfort in, and now it's a crime scene, so I just don't know how to feel. I'm talking to my friends, trying to find some shelter or some comfort, but it's just scary right now.
Which is why people are coming together here to leave flowers and spread love.
We wouldn't want things, these activities to be ruined by something like this, so we had some extra and we thought we'd give it back to the community.
But that can only do so much. The pain still remains. Alexandria Werner, a junior from Clawson. She graduated from high school in 2020. According to her school, she was loved by everyone. A student, athlete, and a leader. Brian Fraser, a sophomore from Grosse Pointe. He was the chapter president of Phi Delta Theta at Michigan State. His fraternity says Brian was a great friend to his brothers, the Greek community, and those he knew on campus. Ariel Anderson, a junior, also from Grosse Pointe. Her family says she was known for her compassion and always helping others. You can see here how loved they are. One student is even passing out flowers so others can pay their respects.
We should be doing for our community what we can and decided to hand these out for free and letting everyone who wanted to give something out for the victims.
He wanted to make sure that they're remembered fondly and that everyone has a chance to show their love.
We are not what happened to us, but what we make of it. And going forward, we have to, look up and move forward.
That was McCoy Scribner reporting. Now we'll take you to break now with a couple of Michigan lawmakers' thoughts on the mass shooting and what, if anything, they should do about it.
But we do know that there are things that we can do legislatively that have broad support among our constituents, both Democrats and Republicans, as well as gun owners and non-gun owners. So there are things that we can do to prevent gun violence, and we simply cannot have a legislature that continues to ignore those issues.
I do think that we need to get all the facts on this case, and we must focus on really confronting the threats and stopping those who want to carry out these horrific crimes. And that starts with enforcing the laws we already have on the books. And it appears that this man had previous felony firearm charges that if he would have been convicted instead of pled down, that we would have prohibited from him even owning a handgun.
Hello, Houston. Now and forever travel centers serving Houston area neighborhoods. We've got low gas prices and a huge selection of snacks and drinks for everyone. For the best service around, visit Now and Forever Travel Centers. Fuel to fresh.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
I'm the strongest Sanders in the family, the whole family. Boy, you want to see strong? That is strong.
Montana and Mexican drug cartels? Yup.
This isn't just a pass-through state. This is one of the top targeted states.
Look at the amount of fentanyl seized by the Montana Highway Patrol, skyrocketing numbers.
What's going on in Grand Forks?
This is really a story about everyday American people who took on their own city council.
You've sold us out to China.
Human smuggling ramping up. U.S. citizens are actually transporting these undocumented individuals.
What would you tell someone who's considering doing this?
Extremely eye-opening. Every morning, I go through Chick-fil-A and pick up a large unsweetened iced tea with a splash of diet lemonade. One time, there was this handwritten note.
Who doesn't want to see a smiley face, you know?
I got another note on it the next time, and I was like, whoa, for just something so simple. This is like my little splash of sunshine.
Everybody wants to feel like you're appreciated and you're cared about.
That simple note has had such a big impact. I write notes on receipts now.
That's amazing.
It's my pleasure.
No, it's mine.
This is the truck that helps keep families safe, and the truck that helps you get far from home. This is the truck of the outdoors and the rising generation. This is the one more truck owners are switching to. This is what it means to be a Ram.
During the Ram President's Day event with 0% financing for 72 months, Texas residents get an average $13,029 in finance savings on the 2022 Ram 1500.
Texas is at a turning point. New laws are being crafted on issues that affect us all: the economy, the border, the strength of our power grid.
Now it's time to go to work.
So what does Governor Greg Abbott's vision for the future look like? And how will the state's budget surplus impact you?
The progress and the plan as our governor sees them, and the Democratic response, live from San Marcos, Texas. Watch the State of the State address Thursday at 7 on CW 39 Houston. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's 6:30 on this Wednesday morning. You got the Valentine's Day in your rearview mirror now. We can relax and just enjoy ourselves. And I do want to give a shout out to Kerrigan, who saved my day because of hairspray. I forgot mine. And on a day like today, I needed it, and you came through for me. Much, much appreciated. You got my back. I appreciate that.
Thank you. For sure.
All right. Well, how's the roads looking?
Yeah, it looks, I see some flashing lights in the corner of my eye. What's going on?
Yeah, we have a few big accidents that we're tracking this morning, so I'll get to those coming up.
Kind of nasty.
Yeah.
You know, it almost feels muggy inside the studio right now.
Yeah, it does for sure. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's like a spring morning almost. It's warm, it's humid, there's some fog, there's some mist out there in some spots. It's a day where it's going to be warm, and then we're switching right back to some cold weather tomorrow. And of course, during that change, like we often see, we can get some rain. So that'll be in the forecast as well. I'll start here though, dense fog advisory in gray. So that would be not for much of Houston, but south and southeast near the coast, near the bay, for example. And you can see how the visibilities are under a mile, especially around Pearland, where it's about 0.3 mile visibility right now. Same thing around Galveston. So it's that 45 Gulf Freeway commute where you may be kind of in and out of the fog this morning, as well as some other rural area roads also. As we go through the day, late morning through the afternoon, some isolated thunderstorms will be a possibility. Temperature-wise, though, look at that. 60s now, 70s to near 80 in some areas this afternoon. Cold front, though, coming in Thursday morning. So we're going to see some rain initially with that. Then cool and breezy weather comes in, and we've got big temperature swings on the 7-day forecast. That's ahead in a couple of minutes. Kerrigan.
So we have multiple accidents along the Gulf Freeway that we are tracking. This is your traffic that you have to sit in if you're anywhere near West Dallas along I-45, the Gulf Freeway. I'm going to switch our camera view a little bit further down the road toward San Jacinto, where you can see multiple lanes closed down with a new report of an accident that we just received right around 6:30 here this morning. Your right shoulder, your left lane, and your center lane are all closed down at San Jacinto because of a 3-vehicle involved crash. If you are traveling southbound, there are multiple spots that are moving slow this morning. More accidents than I can show you here in this time frame. So we'll be going over those over the course of the next 30 minutes. Over to you.
Roads getting a little dicey out there. Thank you, Kerrigan. We begin this half hour with the latest on that mass shooting at Michigan State University. This morning, we're taking a look at how prepared or unprepared that campus was for such a dangerous situation.
Reporter Sanika Bagal actually spoke to some universities, and she says it's about being as prepared as possible before it's too late.
A mass shooting on a college campus,
tragic and heartbreaking to see,
has mid-state universities thinking about their own response plans.
We've already been engaged in those conversations today.
Shippensburg University's Megan Silverstrom says a college campus has its own challenges in an emergency.
People are walking around, they're meeting friends, they're going to work and things like that.
So getting information out quickly is crucial.
We have an emergency text notification system.
At Millersville University, spokesperson Janet Cascus says police offer ALICE training.
Alert, lockdown, inform, counter, and evacuate.
Another phrase, run, hide, fight.
The number one response is to get away, to get out of that.
Police Chief Pete Anders says it's also important to focus on prevention, and they need the community's help.
So if a student, staff member is aware of a threat on campus, they can report it. They can report it anonymously.
For university officials, active shooter events are now part of reality.
It's a major stress for our students.
One of them said, "Oh, I heard there was yet another shooting."
The best thing they can do is prepare.
What would you do if you're in that situation? How would you respond?
And of course, we'll continue to follow all that. In Dallas, authorities say police in Nevada did not inform them when a suspect in a Las Vegas area stabbing relocated to their city. The woman moved to Dallas while awaiting trial on an attempted murder charge. Nika Nicobin has pleaded not guilty to stabbing a man she met on a dating app in March of 2022. Henderson police say the 22-year-old says she attacked the man to avenge the death of an Iranian military leader 2 years earlier. Court records show she has been on house arrest here in Texas since last June. But a police detective for the University of Texas in Dallas says law enforcement agencies were not told she was even here. Her lawyers say she has not violated any release conditions.
The white supremacist who shot and killed 10 black people at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, will soon find out his punishment. Peyton Gendron pled guilty back in November to charges including murder and domestic terrorism motivated by hate. That terrorism charge carries an automatic life sentence. Gendron said he hoped the attack would help preserve white power in our country. Relatives of several of his victims are expected to speak during a sentencing hearing today. We'll let you know what punishment the court chooses for Gendron. Well, it's time now for a look at our forecast. It's kind of icky out there. Lots of moisture in the air.
Yeah, it's definitely the case. Warm, muggy, kind of gross out there. We've got some mist and drizzle that we're going to watch for in some spots, along with some patchy, dense fog this morning. Going later into the day, though, as we get a little warmer, it's possible that we'll get a shower or even a thunderstorm popping up somewhere. Notice there's not a lot of green here on the model, so we don't expect the rain, if it forms, to cover much ground, but there may be just a little bit you have to dodge from mid to late morning here through much of the afternoon. Then it would kind of wrap up shortly after that. The next thing we're watching, though, happens late tonight. This will be after midnight, more so the early morning hours tomorrow. This is 4 a.m. when we have a pretty good chance for some rain just out ahead of this front. This is the one that's going to bring a big temperature change our way and some pretty strong winds out of the north tomorrow. Here's a look at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So there's some rain, and notice how most of that rain gets out of here throughout the day. But behind this front, it's going to be cool and breezy. Temperatures will be falling all day long tomorrow. Today we've got that south breeze, though, so that really warms us up quite a bit. Notice the winds ramping up behind this front tomorrow morning. So if you're right out ahead of that front, it's going to be a calm wind. As soon as it gets to your area, you'll notice it because the winds will start to pick up, and the gusts tomorrow in some areas may get over 30 miles per hour. Those winds coming from the north, so colder air comes with it. Temperatures today top out upper 70s. We're going to stay warm all night long tonight. Notice tomorrow morning about 6 a.m. we still see a lot of warm temperatures. But see how by 10 a.m. tomorrow we're dropping to the 50s, and we're going to hold, even go down a little more in the 50s here as we go through tomorrow afternoon. So it might be one of those days tomorrow where you step out the door early and you think, hey, it's another warm day. But you'll want to have the jacket with you because it will gradually get colder all day long. With that wind and the cloud cover tomorrow, that'll probably make it feel even colder. So we have a lot going on here just in the short term. Once we get past Thursday, rain is out of the forecast for a few days. You can plan on some colder air, though, for Friday and Saturday. Low temperatures in the 30s, highs in the 50s. This weekend, we stay dry. We start warming up Sunday. That's when we're back over 70, and that warm up continues next week, 80 degrees by President's Day on Monday. Kerrigan?
All right, prepare yourself. We have a lot of accidents to get through here in the McCarran Law Firm Traffic Center. So let's get straight to it here on our traffic map because things are becoming quite busy. Starting along 45, this graphic is showing northbound, but the actual accident is in your southbound lanes, and that's blocked because of a crash near Paramount Lane, I-45. Going into the North Beltway 8, we do have a crash that has just cleared. However, we are seeing some lingering slow speeds along Beltway 8 of around 19 miles per hour if you are traveling westbound. Going now into the South Loop, 2 lanes blocked and your left-hand shoulder is blocked along I-45 right where we meet the South Loop there, and we are seeing extensive traffic on the back end of this incident. Now off in portions of Fort Bend County, there are 3 frontage road lanes closed because of a crash along I-69 Southwest Freeway southbound at Highway 90. Something to be aware of if you're traveling along 225. We do have a major accident along the entry ramp of the Pasadena Freeway, so that is closed down. But then there's also another report of an accident closing down your right lane and your right-hand shoulder along 225 eastbound, also at the Pasadena Freeway. That is the camera view I'm showing you right now from Houston Transtar. We can see that this is really just causing for a cluster on the roadways if you're traveling in this part of town. Heading out of Houston this morning, definitely add in a little bit of extra time. Traffic is building on the back end.
Phew, Kara going to catch her breath there. That's a lot of stuff going on the roads this morning. Well, new research from the Centers for Disease Control is shedding light on the impact that COVID-19 has on the mental health of kids.
Lindsay Stone from our Indiana sister station has a story that resonates around the nation.
New data from the CDC is revealing the devastating effects of the pandemic on mental health. Girls and LGBTQ youth fared the lowest on most measurements. The CDC says this is a crisis.
Surprising information for certain demographics, but I'm not necessarily surprised by the increase overall.
Janae Gardner-Kelly is a crisis services coordinator with Mental Health America of Indiana. She says the pandemic impacted so many factors in people's lives.
The CDC report speaks on, suicide has multiple risk factors: financial problems, relationship loss, job loss. So many lives have been lost through COVID. So it's just really sad that this is the fact now.
The research found among girls, 30% said they seriously considered attempting suicide, double the rate among boys, and it's up almost 60% from a decade ago.
Things are hard, and I think that our youth are feeling that.
Whitney Nixon with Indiana Youth Services says there are many things that contributed to the increase, but that the pandemic is largely to blame.
Kids were struggling, and we weren't always able to provide them with the support and resources that they needed.
Research also found almost half of LGBTQ students said they had seriously considered a suicide attempt. More than 1/3 of children of all races and ethnicities were affected by persistent sadness and hopelessness. Though experts did point out help is available.
There are resources out there, and one of the greatest resources is, making sure that our teens know what to do.
Nixon says teens should talk to their parents, teachers, or school guidance counselors, or text or call 988, a 24/7 answered helpline. Be Well Indiana is part of the state's commitment to improving mental health and offers free resources like tips on prioritizing mental health or how to tell someone you're struggling.
It really is scary to hear your child say that they're having these thoughts, but I think the biggest thing that parents can do is to have these conversations with their kids.
Weekdays on CW 39 Houston. Reality served hot.
This is the perfect show.
Weekdays at 3 on CW 39 Houston.
The Rule and Ryan Show month of games is back on 104.1 KRBE and can be your ticket to Taylor Swift. Your favorite games every morning, like the Rapid Fire Quiz and Song Pop.
Are you ready for it? All of this gets you into the running for the VIP experience for the year's biggest concert.
Win a pair of tickets to see Taylor Swift, a limo ride to the show, and a weekend stay at the Omni.
It's me. Swift thinking will get you Swift tickets with the Rule and Ryan Show and the month of games on 104.1 KRBE.
There's a powerful beast roaming these woods. And if you listen, you can hear it. Every now and then, you get a glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Young mom helped with after-school care, and a widow makes friends at the place where a teenager finds help for school and a job. Members like you support them all. They're getting help from the
Involved in a catastrophic accident or lost a loved one and struggling financially from missed time at work? For 43 years, Walker Texas Lawyer has represented clients in need. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now. We will fight for your hospitalization and financial compensation. Attention Houston. Looking to make great money? The CW 39 sales team is now hiring advertising professionals. We're looking for people who have at least 1 to 3 years experience in commission sales. To apply, please send your resume to jobs@cw39.com. In-depth knowledge of advertising is preferred. Qualified applicants will be contacted within 24 hours for an interview. We're ready to make you part of our team, so apply now.
right, 15 minutes till 7 o'clock, and it's, of course, news you don't want to hear, but you already know it when you go to the grocery store. Those egg and butter prices, they're high, and guess what? They continue to skyrocket. And the IRS has issued nearly 8 million tax refunds already. We better move up and get it done. Jane King is live at the NASDAQ with this and more. Hey there, Jane.
Hi, Sharon. Yeah, there's some people right on time filing those returns in January because the IRS already has issued nearly 8 million refunds worth about $15.5 billion. Now, as of February 3rd, the average refund amount was $1,963. That's down from $2,200 at the same time last year. Now, of course, that average may change as the IRS processes millions more returns before the April 18th deadline. Well, American households are still under financial strain from grocery bills, rent payments, utilities. Gas prices jumped by 30 cents in January, according to AAA. Housing was the largest contributor to the monthly rise in inflation that we saw last month. In fact, housing was up 8%. Egg prices continue to skyrocket, now up 70% year over year. Butter up 30% in the past year. Well, iRobot has cut 7% of its workforce amid a $1.7 billion deal to be bought by Amazon. iRobot makes that Roomba robot vacuum. Sharon?
Well, I look at the iRobot. I mean, you have so many and Jane, we've lost Jane. There's Jane again. Hi, Jane. Bye. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Do your robot, Adam. Do the robot. Break it in.
Can I go now? Well,
yes,
yeah,
you can go now.
It was just like,
not
bad.
Oh, look at that.
Stupid. We need to get on to some actual business here. All right, let's talk about our weather today. So we've got some rain that's going to start to take shape later on. A little mist possible this morning, but watch for a couple of showers and storms later today. And I've highlighted the main time frame to be about 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Temperatures today near 80 degrees. If you like it warm, do something outside today because the next few days will be substantially cooler. We got a lot going on nationwide. A couple of storm systems, and one of them is heading from the southwestern U.S. towards the Midwest. There's going to be a belt right here of some pretty significant snow. That's why there's a winter storm warning. You see some wind alerts across West Texas and into the Panhandle. Here we've got a pretty good breeze coming our way tomorrow behind this front, which again stems from this low. So that's the track it's going to take. Ahead of it, warm, humid weather today. Cool, breezy behind it. We could get some rain or maybe even a few storms during that transition. You can see a pretty high risk, a level 3 right here in Brown for severe weather today and more so even into tonight, where some tornadoes will be possible around parts of Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and around Memphis, Tennessee. For us, a couple strong storms could get close to us, but should be more so well off towards the northeast and east of Houston. So we're not too concerned with that part of the forecast. But again, today, a couple of spotty showers and storms could take shape. Now, as we go into the late night hours, we see some rain developing. That's when the rain's most likely before sunrise tomorrow morning. Here's the front coming in early tomorrow. That's 7 a.m. So we see some rain with that. It goes by. The rest of the day is mostly rain free, but it's going to be a strong north wind behind that front. Much cooler temperatures on the way. Look at the ups and downs and ups we have on our forecast afternoon temperatures. Upper 70s today. Tomorrow afternoon, we're down to the 50s. Couple of cool days through Saturday. Big turnaround Sunday and even more so Monday, Tuesday of next week as we ramp right back up to around 80 degrees. So a lot happening here in the short term. Warm, then cool with some rain and some storms possible. Best rain chance will be during the middle of the night while most of you are probably asleep. Couple of dry days, but we have those cool mornings in the 30s Friday and Saturday morning. Watch out for that with high temperatures in the 50s. Sunday's looking really nice at 72. There you see that warmer air, which is going to last all of next week.
So earlier I brought you a lot of information regarding those accidents on the roadways. So now let's go over drive time so we can see how it's impacting you on your way to work this morning. Woodlands Parkway to downtown, you now have a 40-minute drive on your hands. And Parker Cypress to the West Loop, 22 minutes. Broadway Street to downtown, 20 minutes for you. Traveling in from Pin Oak to downtown, 51 minutes. Townsend to downtown, 35 minutes. And Williams Trace Boulevard to downtown Houston, 23 minutes for your drive. You also need to add in more time along I-10, Crosby Lynchburg to downtown, 33 minutes. NASA Parkway to downtown Houston, 47 minutes for your drive. Highway 146 to the South Loop along 225, only 14 minutes.
All right, thank you so much. Well, the latest report on inflation is now revealing this. The prices of some things like, as you heard from Jane, food and gas are actually going down. I don't know where, but they're going down. But all the news is not actually good.
Right.
So we got thumbs up and down all the way through.
There we go. Jesse Tenure reports housing prices are still on the rise.
More expensive gas, groceries, and clothing really drove these latest figures, but the Biden administration is saying that the new report is overall a positive sign.
The good news is that inflation in America is continuing to come down.
President Joe Biden reported Tuesday Americans are slowly but surely paying less for goods.
It's fallen 7 straight months. There's more to go.
The president celebrated improvements, but said the latest consumer price index shows costs are still too high. The report reveals even though goods prices across the economy have come down, services costs, from housing to car insurance, remain high.
There's still more work to do.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said that should include more financial support for families with children.
Our administration is fighting very hard to restore this enhanced child tax credit.
Economists like Michael Gapin with Bank of America Securities argue policies to make it easier for workers to participate would help the labor force meet the current high demand.
Things like universal pre-K or an expansion of the Affordable Care Act.
When it comes to the economy, Republicans like Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell said they are prioritizing the debt ceiling negotiations. McConnell reiterated his support to protect safety net programs amid his party's push to significantly cut government spending.
There is no agenda on the part of Senate Republicans to revisit Medicare or Social Security, period.
And the Congressional Budget Office plans to release an update tomorrow about when it expects the government to run out of money to pay for its bills. In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenore.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
LL Flooring is having its biggest sale of the season. Get up to 25% off over 300 floors right now at the President's Day sale. Find the right hardwood, waterproof vinyl, laminate, and more for your next flooring project. LL Flooring's biggest sale of the season ends soon. Don't miss your chance to save. Visit your local store or shop online today. From inspiration to installation, LL Flooring.
At Houston Methodist, our 30,000 bright minds and warm hearts live their values every day. Here, people come first. Our patients, our families, and each other. We believe in teamwork, respecting each voice, and championing growth in every role. We are Houston Methodist, and we invite you to come lead with us. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
People tell us all the time, I wish I called you right after my car crash. We understand, because having a lawyer at the start can keep you from losing a lot of money at the end. If you've been injured, don't wait, don't miss out, don't have regrets. Call us at Terry Bryant right now. Car crash? You deserve justice. You deserve Terry Bryant. Call 713-973-8888.
You're already the most beautiful person in the world, Mommy.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Except your toes.
What?
Those are jacked up.
Blackish, weeknights at 5 and 5:30 on CW 39 Houston.
Welcome back, everyone. Love filled the air yesterday, and at Baylor Scott and White Health, those tiniest of loves of them all got all dressed up. They didn't even know it. They were asleep, but they still look cute. Here's a happy Valentine's Day from the tiniest of the little tots. Look at that. These are preemies we're talking about. Those who struggle just to survive, and they're doing okay. So these beautiful NICU nurses decided to go ahead and put some love on these little babies right there with hearts and all of this, and pink and red, and the little smiles right there too, dressed in cute little outfits, some great photos, and lots of cuddles and kisses as well.
Too cute.
Yes, love it. Now, if you're in the mood to stay, of course, in a good mood, you may want to cuddle up with a good movie this time, since, you know, Valentine's is over.
Yeah, now we can do the happy movies. We were talking about the sad movies yesterday. They're so popular. Dean Richards shows us what's coming to the screen at home this week.
I need you. All of you.
We're with you. Always.
Engage.
Our new streaming series this week, Captain Jean-Luc Picard reunites with some old friends from previous Star Trek series and movies to save the galaxy once again in the third and final season of Star Trek Picard. See it on Paramount Plus starting tomorrow. Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne's drama Carnival Row returns for its second season as a race of immigrant creatures fight for the right to coexist with humans. See it on Amazon Prime Friday. On Hulu now, the drama series Wu-Tang: An American Saga wraps up its final season, charting the rise of influential hip-hop legends. And now on Netflix, there's the British import Red Rose that follows teens who download a mysterious app that begins to take over their lives.
Remember, we're not just selling, we're changing lives.
Congratulations on your new home in the stars.
On Apple TV Plus, Emmy Award winner Billy Crudup leads a team of fast-talking salesmen selling timeshares on the moon in the futuristic drama Hello Tomorrow. See it starting Friday. Wanda Sykes, Mike Epps, and Kim Fields return for part 3 of the Netflix sitcom The Upshaws starting tomorrow. And the third and final season of the rebooted Animaniacs comes to Hulu on Friday. There's also the reality show Perfect Match, described as the Hunger Games of dating shows, on Netflix now.
If you're going to steal, steal a lot.
For new movies this week, Sebastian Stan is a con artist hustling a Manhattan billionaire in the thriller Sharper. Julianne Moore and John Lithgow co-star. It's on Apple TV Plus starting on Friday. And now on Netflix, there's the new documentary Full Swing, following a season on the PGA Tour as it faces a challenge from Saudi upstart Liv Golf.